Good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about grafting. More specifically, grafting guava trees. You may ask, why would I want to graft a guava tree when guavas come to seed? That is, if you plant a seed from a guava fruit, it will generally turn out like the parent tree that you got the fruit from. Whereas most trees you have to graft just to get good quality fruit. But in this case, I have a tree that's 3 years old that I'm not really fond of the fruit that comes from the parent tree. So I'm going to graft it with one that I do like, a Mexican cream guava. So let's take a look at this. But first, if you like the channel that I have here, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell, and if you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment section below. So yeah, let's take a look at the tree that I'm going to do, the seedling that I'm going to be grafting onto. So what we need to start is we need a seedling, such as this. This is a seedling. I planted it probably 2.5 to 3 years ago. It's in a 2-gallon pot. What we need is, our equipment is, we need a good pair of hand pruners. I use a razor knife. Some people use a grafting knife, or any really sharp knife will do. I have my grafting tape or parafilm, and this is just a laboratory film that's like a plasticky gel-like film that seals the wounds. And this buddy tape. This is called buddy tape. It's a special grafting tape. You can get this off of either of these. You can get off of Amazon. So let's get started. First, as I mentioned, the importance is to graft a variety that you like. And this is going to be my Mexican cream guava. I've already cut a branch off. And I'm going to, if you take a look, I've got the guavas tend to sprout growing spurts at the very tip, and then as you go down the branch, less so, there's not so much growth. I like that bud. It's a small bud just pushing. I'm going to use that as my main bud on my bud stick to graft onto my seedling. But first we have to remove all of the, I forgot to mention. I like to, and everybody should do this. I have my bleach water. This is, I put a tablespoon or so in a spray bottle, and I like to sterilize all of my, at least sanitize all my cutting instruments. You don't want to introduce foreign bacteria into the plant, or the graft you will often die. So we got a sterile knife. Probably put more bleach than a tablespoon, probably about 4 tablespoons in that water. So we got a sanitized knife, sanitized shears, and we're going to cut off all these leaves, because these leaves will desiccate the graft, dry it out. Come on, you can come off. So I don't need these. We have buds right here, and right here. Small, rapidly growing buds. I don't need this piece. So I do some trimming. Well, I think I'm going to do an unusual. This is a rare one. I'm going to experiment. You guys can check back. I will do a follow-up video a little later on. But I've had some pretty good success in, let's see, that one. I think I'm going to use that one. Maybe I won't do a forked bud stick. I'm going to do that. So what I've done is I've pruned all the leaves off of it. There's one right there. Very important. So there's the most actively growing small bud. So then I'm going to take some parafilm. I like using parafilm. Some people like to use buddy tape. It's a matter of personal choice. But I like parafilm just because I can control it better. It's a little stiffer than buddy tape. So what we want to do is wrap the bud stick so that it doesn't dry out while it's waiting to take. I did this a little unusual. I have a thicker section here and a thinner section here, but I've noticed that this plant, when the rootstock is thicker, it sometimes helps to have a little bit thicker bud stock where the graft union takes place. So there we go. We got all the buds covered. Now we need to find a spot on the branches where it will take. Deal, I think. What do you think, camera lady? Does that look like a good match?
Yep.
Right here? Okay. So we're going to prune off all these unnecessary branches. Cut off the stick. Get rid of that stick. It grew in an unusual way, and I'm not really fond of.
You cut it all down to the.
Cut it down to the main. So let's just make sure that this is the right size. Yep, look at that. It's perfect size. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim down our bud stick or scion. We're going to cut it into a V. Take a look at that. I thought I had a perfect one.
That takes a little practice.
It does take practice to be perfect. Now, you don't have to be perfect though. As long as you get right here is the cambium layer, just below the bark. You see the light material, that's just the wood core, but the area right between the bark and it's called a cambium, and you want to get that cambium layer lined up. So we're going to line that up. So what we do is we split this up. Got to be careful. This is kind of dangerous. You got to make sure and rock the blade. You see how that slipped real quick? Good thing I didn't have my hand there. But again, practice makes perfect. We're going to, look at that, perfect fit. So let's take a look right here. See, the cambium layers have matched. Make sure they look good. And on the other side looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around. It broke free. That's okay. Make sure they are lined up. This one's sliding a little bit, but that's okay. I'll keep it lined. This is old parafilm. Get another piece of parafilm here. It's time for me to replace my parafilm supply. I think this roll of parafilm is like 10 years old. Okay, so we're finished wrapping up. I'm not going to double up the parafilm on that one spot because it has some active small buds in there. So that's what we do. Now I'll put this in the shade, and about 2 weeks to 3 weeks, now that everything's rapidly growing, I'm going to wrap this rubber band around here, and that's to hold it in place. Hold the There we go. So there we have it. We've grafted. It looks a little odd, but believe it or not, this one has probably about a 90% chance of taking. Hi, my name is Jeff. If you like this type of channel, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. And again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I do my best to try to get back to everybody that makes comments or questions. You have a good day.